Just one on the game, JJ. They made that run 12-0 kind of at the end of the second quarter. What did you need to do to just re-engage in the third and push things back out to a healthy point?
Just challenge the guys to be better defensively. The stuff we talked about before the game, and partially just the individual pride on the ball and our low man, our shell principles. They weren't sharp in the first half, and thought we went away from it, the zone when Thompson was on the floor for the most part in the first half, and then did a nice job to start the third, and 41 points in the second half. I thought we definitely we picked it up defensively.
So all things considered, 12 games over 500 going into the break. I think you had 10 games with Reaves and Doncic and James all on the court. Would you say that marks kind of a successful place to build from, and ideally you get guys together to make a push in the second half?
Yeah, I mentioned the other day that I did it as a player. I'd probably do it more as a coach. The micro day-to-day stuff that you fret over and you think about all day long. That's one part of this job. The other part is the macro stuff and the big picture stuff. Look, if you told me in September that we'd be, are we 5 in the West or 6?
It'd be like a half game back up.
Yeah, we're 5. So we're top 5 in the West, and we've had those guys together for 10 games, and AR's missed some time at an extended stretch. Luka's missed some time. Bron missed the start of the year. You take that. So certainly doesn't mean the day-to-day, internal pressure you put on yourself, and I know the guys put on themselves because they care. Doesn't mean that's going to go away, but you've got to feel good about the last 14 games outside of the San Antonio game the other night.
We have it as LeBron scoring or assisting the first 23 points of the game for you guys, which is the longest stretch that he's had to start a game in his career. And there's some clips that the Lakers shared of him kind of like bouncing off the walls pregame, dancing and screaming in the tunnel. How can he impact this group, or how did he impact the group with just his reservoir of energy, and how do they respond to him when he brings it that way?
I think he's done it all season, and he's, from a coaching perspective, he's done everything we've asked of him and everything that sort of should be realistically expected of a guy in his 23rd season. And I think for him, he spends an inordinate amount of time preparing his body to be able to play at this stage of his career. And I know he got some work in with St. Jean pregame, and just felt like he was in a good flow and rhythm, basketball wise, beyond just the energy. I think he's always going to do what is necessary to get ready to get his body ready to play. But I think the shooting, the no hesitation. We ran the flash single early, and he hits the three behind the screen just without hesitation. So the basketball flow was really good tonight.
JJ, along those lines, he's the oldest player ever now to have a triple-double in this league, past Karl Malone for that record. At this stage, as these things occur, is it incredible? Do you still find it how does that stat hit you, or is just because he's so good most nights it maybe kind of loses some of his special?
I don't take for granted how good he is. I recognize that on a daily basis. I think it goes back to what I've said on numerous occasions. The more remarkable thing is how much he cares in his 23rd year with all his accomplishments. So it's not the next. He's going to get another oldest player to do X, Y, or Z. He's going to get another one of that. He's going to further cement his scoring record. He's going to do all those things. It's really just the day-to-day professionalism and care factor that he exhibits that is the most remarkable thing. He's like I said the other day, he's got a 23-year prime basically, and there's different versions of him, but that's what's remarkable.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you. Hey guys, everybody enjoy your break. If you're participating in All-Star Weekend, I hope the game is great.
Hey, Jaxson, LeBron
became the oldest player in NBA history with a triple-double. I know you played your part in that by letting him grab that last rebound. Just what can you say about just his overall energy and how he played tonight?
I mean, he played great tonight. He was locked in. He was telling all of us, just like, let's make sure we get through this last game and not go to the break early before the game was over. So we just wanted to make sure we got this big dub before the week.
Hayes, the team's now 33-21. Given all the context of that and understanding, there's more to play. How do you feel going into the All-Star break with this team?
I'm feeling good. Most of the games we haven't even had our full squad. We've had a lot of injuries throughout the year, so I'm feeling good going into the second half of the season and hoping we can get healthy and just come out strong.
Hey, Jaxson. JJ has mentioned that he's like the zone looks for you guys. What kind of advantage does the zone give you versus the traditional man for the team?
I mean, I feel like it gives all of us a better vision of the offense. We're all a little back some more, so we all can see and communicate a little better. We're not just hugged up on our mans, and the paint's a little more crowded, so it's harder for teams that struggle with shooting to score on it.
Hey, Jaxson, with the dunk contest soon, how much have you been practicing with stuff?
I have one practice in New York, and I have another one tomorrow, so gonna get some more ideas tomorrow.
Were you going for a little practice there early? I think it was in the second quarter.
No, I just lost the ball. I promise. Everyone on the team was like, "Were you gonna go try something? Were you gonna try something?" I was like, "No." Like, I was so tired. I literally just wanted to go up and dunk it. I just lost the ball. I wasn't gonna try nothing crazy. Thanks, guys. Have a good. Oh.
Yes. Okay. When you see somebody like LeBron doing what he's still doing, for so many years, how impressive and how much motivation brings that to the team?
It's super impressive and very motivating. I mean, you see somebody like his age. I mean, you're not used to playing with somebody like that old, and so when you see him just coming to work every day and doing all the little things and staying locked in, it makes you want to do it too.
LeBron, a great team win. You set the tone early, and you finished with your 123rd career triple-double. When you hear that number, what do you feel?
The win. That's the most important, and to be able to do it and get the win that's what means more to me than anything. But been very blessed to play this game, play it at a high level, and was able to do it again tonight.
All-Star break is on the horizon. Obviously, you have a game to play on Sunday, but what are you looking forward most to about the break?
Trying to figure out how to get some rest. Obviously Sunday will be Sunday, and super grateful for that. To be a part of All-Star Weekend again and be a part of the big game, and then try to find some rest.
Sometimes you let the game come to you. Tonight, you've scored or assisted the first 23 points for the Lakers. That's the longest streak you had to start a game in your entire career. How intentional was your approach tonight, considering you guys had built some momentum, started to slip in the standings last couple games, and you get to go into the break on a high note?
Well, I think that was my only mindset, was how can we go into the break on a high note. And obviously, that team is, even though what, no matter who's out on the floor for them, they're well coached and they're going to play hard, and they did that for the majority of the game tonight. But just try to set the tone, and in the first half of the season on a high note.
Ron, you've often said that these records, they don't hit you, and they'll hit you later on after you retire. Yep. Are they starting to hit you a little more?
I don't know. I definitely, I guess, more appreciative of moments like this, in my career, understanding, where I'm at. I'm at the later stage of my journey, so definitely, taking it in a little bit more than usual.
JJ just said that you basically had a 23-year prime. Does it feel like that for you? Different versions of it, obviously, but the way you're still able to impact the game, do you feel like every night you go out there you can still tilt it?
Yeah.
At 41, Lakers and thickness is going to be.
Yeah, I've never been sorry at basketball. So, yeah, I've been good ever since I started playing. So, I'm just trying to keep it going. And I'm, like I said, working my game. I was out early today working on my game, and give all the praise to the people before us, and to the game guys and the basketball guys and things of that nature. But yeah, any given night, like if I I need to turn it on, I can turn it on.
Ron, the triple-double stat is talked about quite a bit. It's brought up quite often. How meaningful is that stat for you when they talk about triple-doubles?
Not that meaningful to me. I think what it represents is pretty cool, and the fact that you can go out and be able to have an impact in 3 facets of the game. Rebounding, the assist obviously is what I love the most, being able to get my guys involved. Throughout my career, I've always loved that more than anything, and being able to put the ball in the basket, obviously that's part of this game as well, to be able to score the ball. So I think what it means to be able to have your hand in 3 facets of the game, make an impact on those 3. That's pretty cool.
The proofs in the body of your work in these 35 games or so you've played this season, in the time you were out with sciatica, or even in the summer when you get to go through your normal kind of training regimen, did doubt creep in at all about whether you could be back at this level this season?
Yeah, of course, that's human nature. Yeah, for sure. I think I've said it numerous times. I've never not been able to work on my game and tune my game and detail my game for quite a while in off season. And I don't like coming into the season not in the best possible tune I could be in, the best possible shape I could possibly be in. Didn't have that opportunity. Didn't have the opportunity to even be in the preseason. Didn't have the opportunity to have a training camp. Didn't have an opportunity to have the first part of the regular season, missing the first 14 games. So, yeah, absolutely. Doubt creeps into your mind to see if you can get back to form and, get back to making an impact. But as the weeks start going on and my body started to feeling a lot better, and it was always like the second day or the third day after a hard workout, how I was bouncing back from that. I started to realize that, it's going to take me a while to get back in rhythm, and as you've seen, probably like the first few games when I came back, how out of rhythm I was, but I knew it wouldn't be too long.
You were losing, and Taylor will get the last question. You were oozing joy before the game. Cameras caught you dancing. Where did that joy come from tonight?
That's always me. I don't know. I mean, I'm a goofy ass 41-year-old kid. I mean, I think people should know that by now, right? I think that's that's just me. I'm just a goofy. I get to play basketball. Like, they pay me to play basketball. Like, why wouldn't I be happy about that? I get to be with my son and my teammates and people, all these unbelievable fans. They've watched me throughout my career, and they give me all the support and love. And it's like I enjoyed my. Is it work? It's not even, I enjoy what I do. So have fun. You see me on the court, see me in the back. I just love what I do. So it's pretty cool.
Last question, Taylor.
You said two.
No, go ahead. I'll cede.
I said 2 or she asked questions. And then Taylor gets the last question.
2 and then Taylor.
One more, go ahead. And
No,
then
I will let Taylor ask.
Oh, well, you're not going to get one. That's going to be the last one, so you better ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor, hold on a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've asked you a bunch of times this year about the end, right? On a night when you play like this, how much more do you think you could do? Like you said a few years ago, right? It was like I could play 3, 4, or 5 more years at a high level. Like, do you still feel that way right now?
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Could you?
Yeah, I could, but I don't know. It's not like my game. My game is not going anywhere. It's just it's my body. Hush. Damn you, Scotty B. It's all the other things. There's so many more factors that come with how long will I play the game. I don't think my game will ever suffer if I decided to continue to go however long that is. I just think it's like it has to be here. How long can I stay in love with the process? Because that's always been my thing. If I can't continue to stay in love with the process, then if this goes, then my body's gonna go. And once my body goes, then it's a wrap. Then the love goes, and then the fun and all that stuff goes. So that's what it is. It's not like my game is deteriorating or whatever the case may be. Obviously, there's things I could have did when I was 25 compared to 35, and 35 to 41, or 21 to 31 to 41. So, but I have so much knowledge of the game that I know how to still continue to make an impact if I'm not 45, 43, 41 vertical I can still do so many things on the floor.
Austin, a great team win, 5 guys in double figures. Offensively, what was the difference starting in the third quarter to close it out and then, win convincingly?
I think LeBron just was being himself, controlling the game, doing what he does, and everybody kind of followed suit after that. Like I said, it's a good win, and now we get a week off, or some of us do. Brown's got to go play, Luka's got to go play, so good luck to them.
I know you probably run out of the words to describe what you see LeBron do on the court, but tonight he became the oldest player in NBA history to record a triple-double, 123rd of his career. What did you see from him tonight?
I think it's obviously super impressive. He's fighting Father Time as good as anybody ever has. Just the pace that he's playing with still, the athleticism, obviously the IQ. He's still one of the best players in the NBA. He's an all-star for a reason. It's just a pretty good basketball player.
And how are you feeling ramping up?
I feel great. I feel better when I'm on a golf course in the morning, but feel good right now. Legs are a little tired, but it's part of getting back into basketball shape and playing real games.
You were almost able to keep him from the triple-double when you came in for that 10.
Everybody on the team yelled at me. I didn't know. I don't catch myself looking at the stats during the game, so we went to the bench and everybody let me know about it. He didn't, but everybody did. I looked at him. I was like, oh shit, my fault. My fault, TT. So celebrated when he got the last one. It's impressive.
Just physically, like 5 games now, and the minutes limit went up a little bit from 25 to 30. But you feel like, okay, now you get this week-ish ahead of the end of the season. You feel like you can kind of put all that, if you hadn't already in the past, and kind of really hit your stride again, just physically after dealing with the calf.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to go, work on myself, work on, my body, and, get everything feeling good, and then, attack the, after the All-Star break, feel good.
What encouraged you the most about where this team is and where it could go, besides the fact that, what we talk about all the time, you and Luke and LeBron haven't played a lot of games together this season?
Yeah, I think it's just the connectivity. Everybody cares for one another. Everybody wants to see the other person succeed, and when you have that, statistics don't matter. It's just what can we do to win a basketball game, and I believe you're really dangerous when you're playing like that, because you're gonna have multiple people end up winning you games, and we've continued to grow that, and we'll continue to do that after All-Star break. But hopefully we get healthy soon. Hopefully Luka does what he has to do in this week, and he comes back, and we can start making a push.
Also, when it comes to LeBron's energy at his age, he called himself a goofy 41-year-old kid today. To you, what does that energy teach you about someone at his age, his stature, still having fun and then taking the game seriously as well?
It was a couple years ago. We were both out, and we were playing in Minnesota, and we were sitting on the end of the bench, and we were having a random conversation about something, and I was just like, if there's anybody in the basketball world that has the right to, wake up, some days on the wrong side of the bed, he could probably get away with it, but he never does. He's always got a smile on his face. He, approaches the game in the best way possible. He takes care of his body. Obviously, the IQ of basketball is super high, and he has fun with it. And that's just when you look across the room and you got a guy that's 41 years old, enjoying every second of it, good and bad. It kind of leads the team to do the same thing.
Yeah, how's your seeing his spirit since he's been trying to fight to get back? How's his spirits? Yeah.
He's Luka. I can't say the words I want to, but he's a phenomenal human.
Rui, I think right now you're 9th in the NBA in three-point percentage, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you didn't really see yourself as a three-point shooter coming into the league, right? And so how have you felt like you've been able to develop this level of consistency over this amount of sample size now going on a few years?
I think, as you guys know,
since I got here, that was my main thing that I worked on. Especially like this guy, Phil Handy. Shout out to Phil Handy. From the Mavs coach. He was the guy that he kind of put me on those games. He told me this gonna be really important for me for my basketball career, and it's gonna help this team to win a lot of basketball games. So I think I don't that's not really my thing, I guess. But like as my role, I think I have to kind of shoot more threes, but with this team,
You have the same record as last year, I think, going into the break, but far fewer injuries to the main guys last year. Do you think that says anything about other players stepping into the void and kind of guys finding ways to step up and win games?
Yeah, I mean, last year was different because we had a big trade. That's a whole nother different story. I feel like this year we've been building the whole thing this whole season. And I think everybody's. We needed this break, I think it's perfect kind of timing for us to have a break to each other, so get away from each other and it kind of clear up my mind, and we can push the second half, of the season.
Just really kind of continuing on that, just bigger picture, how would you evaluate where this group is at just in terms of progress toward the ultimate goal of competing in the bigger picture, in the playoff picture?
Yeah, I think, I think I saw something about we still haven't played whole team, together this whole season, maybe probably 2 or 3, right, games or whatever. So we still, trying to be healthy first, trying to get healthy. I know AL just came back and he's trying to ramp it up, but I think we have to be healthy first. Then we're gonna we've been building our chemistry pretty good, this whole season. So. I think those kind of stuff is going to be important, especially I've been in the playoffs a couple of times, and those team chemistry gonna, really going to be important in the playoffs. So we just got to keep building it.
Rui, in the last 4 games LeBron's played, he's had 10 or more assists in each contest. How's his playmaking, especially with Luka out, helped run the offense?
Yeah, I think he's been doing a great job of that. Trying to involve other guys, especially Luka's out, and Ayers on us too. Minutes restriction, so he's been doing a great job on when he drive, he gets 2, 3, 4 guys, literally on him. So we get wide open shots and easy layups. So we just gotta always ready and watch him, what he does.
Yeah, Rui, despite the fact that there have been all of the players, main guys especially, missing time, the offense, at least from a shot-making standpoint, has been as good. Obviously, you're a big part of that. How do you feel like guys being out has potentially helped this team in terms of what y'all want to do post-All-Star break when y'all are presumably healthier?
Yeah, I think playoffs. We need bodies. Everybody gotta be ready. Everybody gotta involved, and everybody. The whole team, we need a whole team to help the big wins, so big games. So we have to always ready. If somebody's out, especially last game, everybody was out, almost whole starters. So those type of games we need to step up, and we gotta do better job. But I think with that, for us, we just gotta focus on stay healthy and build our chemistries.
お疲れ様です。オールスター後残り28試合ですけれども、今シーズンは八村選手にとってもシーズン後にフリーエージェントになるし、レブロンもフリーエージェントになるしということで、この残り28試合プレーオフ、そこから先プレーオフに向けて八村選手はどんな覚悟で、どんな気持ちで残りのシーズン戦いたいと思いますか？
そうですね。自分でもここまで4シーズンですかね、レイカーズやってきて、この大事な年になってきてるんですけど、その中で自分でも自分の、いいところをどんどん出そうと、やってきてて、今年も結構、ローラーコースターというか、波があるようなシーズンなんですけど、その中でどれだけコンシステントになれるか、自分がどれだけなるかっていうのが大事だと思います。
前半戦はいろんなことにアジャストしてきたシーズン前半だったと思うんですけれども、パスが回ってこないだとか、最後はちょっとベンチからもしっかり力を出したりしてきましたけれども、その前半に見せたアジャスト力に関してはどのように自分で思っていらっしゃいますか？
そうですね、僕が今までで
こう大事にしていることはそのコンシステンシーで、どれだけどういう試合であろうが自分のやるべきことをしっかりやる、そういうスリーポイントを決めたりとか、そういうリバウンドを行ったりとか、ディフェンスのところで体を張るとか、そういうところを毎試合やるっていうことを意識しているので、そこを意識しながらそのスターティングだろうがスタートじゃないだろうが、ボールがもらわないだろうが、そこはいつも意識してやってますね。
レギュラーシーズン前半戦お疲れ様でした、はい、ここまで大きな戦力としてこのチームの勝利に、貢献されてきました。ご自身の前半戦の評価、ご自身としてはいかがでしょう。
そうですね、僕もこの4シーズン目で、レイカーズやってきてて、ずっと優勝してやってるんですけど、その中で今年もこうチームでもすごいまとまりがあるような前半ができたと思うので、その僕の中でももっと自分でも思い切ってそういうシュートのところであったりとかリバウンドのところでももっとできるところがあったんじゃないかなと思うので、そこは後半戦でどんどん見せていきたいなと思います。
お疲れ様です。プレーオフ進出に向けてチームと八村選手自身それぞれの課題は何だと思っていますでしょうか。
そうですね、ディフェンスのところじゃないですかね。オフェンスは自分たちはみんなタレントというか、揃ってると思うんですけど、ディフェンスの部分で、ちょっと気を抜けてしまうところがあると思うので、そこは自分たちでもしっかりと分かっていると思うので、そこを意識してやっていきたいなと思います。